Quality education for all Papua New Guineans is the emphasis of the government as we count down to the 2016 school calendar. Mark Kayak reports on the introduction of the Standard-Based Education, or SBE, knowledge and skills hand in hand in the classroom.
The National Department of Education has introduced the Standard-Based Education, or SBE. The SBE replaces the controversial Outcome-Based Education, or OBE. But for many, there's still confusion between the two sets of courses or curriculum. In simple terms, the OBE is an education theory that bases each part of an education system around goals or outcomes. This means by the end of education experience, or each academic year, a student should have achieved the goal. There is no specified style of teaching or assessment. The SBE defines learning objectives and describes the knowledge and skills students should attain in a class or course of study. The use of phonics in the SBE concept is a major boost to improve literacy rate in the country. Since last year, cluster trainings were held across the country to equip teachers with teaching guide and materials to start implementing the curriculum. The cluster program began in the nation's capital and rolled out to several provinces.
We have already completed 8 provinces.
Elementary teachers were the first to undergo cluster training programs with focus on the use of teachers' guides and syllabus.
And altogether we have trained about 7,000 teachers in these 8 provinces. Our target is that when we complete all the provinces, by that time we will have trained 16,000 elementary teachers.
There's evidence that the country's literacy rate has significantly dropped over the years. The introduction of phonics into the SBE curriculum is the key to set the basis of children's early stage learning.
Phonics is an intervention that is used with the hope that we are going to improve the level of literacy. So it's an intervention, and it will be more or less taught in elementary prep, elementary 1 and elementary 2.
The SBE curriculum is designed to achieve high quality standard of education, and teachers were urged to teach phonics from the beginning in schools.
Children at an early age, when they learn, they also enjoy learning.
Teaching of phonics will be made compulsory in all government and private schools in the country. Teachers undergoing the cluster training have expressed satisfaction, adding that the introduction of phonics into the SBC curriculum will greatly help to improve reading and writing of students.
We compare the two syllabus and the guides, comparing the outcome-based curriculum and the SBC curriculum. But we are very, very happy that English is brought as a subject of its own, which it's the answer to the nation's cry.
All right. Now I know in the past we used to encourage vernacular, but now at the moment that the change has come up now that due to literacy rate being very low, we're now trying to put emphasis now for English, and therefore...
Despite critics, the SBE concept is not a foreign concept, except minor new approaches such as realigning and repositioning of teaching approaches.
Standards-based curriculum content was already existed within the outcomes-based curriculum. So what we did with Mr. Hadigan's support and the direction was to build on what was already existing. Standards-based curriculum content was already existed within the outcomes-based curriculum. So what we did with Mr. Hadigan's support and the direction was to build on what was already existing. And so we try to realign, reposition, and we try to blend the goods out of the outcomes-based curriculum, the objectives-based curriculum, and then try to address the topic of standard-based curriculum.
Meanwhile, with funding being made available, teachers' materials, guides, and students' resource books have been packaged for distribution as part of the rollout program for this year. A complete rollout program will cost the government about 12 million kina. Part of the money will be used for training and distribution of materials.
Mark Kayok reporting there. This has been PNG Tonight. If you'd like to comment, provide information or feedback on any of our stories, please visit our website at pngtonight.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll do it again at the same time tomorrow night. Good night.